We're at Oregon Leather in Eugene, Oregon. This is a super rad store. Old school. Like, they don't have stores like this a lot much anymore. This is where I get all my stuff. I'm gonna just give you a little tour because it's awesome. Uh, the people that work here are solid. They really care. I really like it a lot. And they got all kinds of stuff up in here. I usually get a lot of the scraps. They got crazy deals, and then they got all kinds of hides, different kinds, depending on what you're doing. All my dyes and stuff, all my tools come from here. I believe in supporting local people instead of giant corporations that don't want to take accountability for anything. Like, if I buy something from these guys and it's not right, I can actually talk to them, be like, yo, this didn't, whatever, and they're cool, man. It's harder and harder to find that. So they got all kinds of stuff up in here. These are a bunch of scrap bins. It's all sorted by what kind of leather it is. These these uh, these hides of leather over here are veg tan, which is what I use mainly for my leashes. You got the real skinny ones over here, all the way up to the big fatty thick ones, and all different kinds, all different grades. The leashes that I make, we use like the solid real stuff for real. Like, we're not trying to be up on like Amazon trying to save, whatever on the materials, man. This is like the good premium stuff that's like no joke. This is like the work table of my dreams, basically. It's like 20 something feet long or whatever. So solid. All kinds of leather lace. Look at all these hooks, man. They got every kind of hook you would want. And we're in the store right now, which is where all the people come at and shop. But we'll go back here and I'll show you the real stuff. The stuff they have back here is crazy. You can make all kinds of stuff. They do a lot of shipping, basically. So they're always running around talking to people on the phone, calling them from everywhere. All these people want to ask all these questions, and it's like I spend a lot of time in here buying stuff and just going through like all the different hides and picking the one I want. And these guys are crazy. I mean, they'll stop what they're doing and talk to somebody on the phone, like totally present. Got all the glues, all the stuff. I've been making shoes, just learning. The lady I'll introduce you to, she's the master. But they got, look at all this stuff to make shoes, man. Like, all this stuff is for like the insole. You got like a million different things you could do for how squishy you want to make it, what color you want to make it. And then stuff like this is like the outsole. And they got all kinds of stuff, little foam to go in, layer it up, so you got a little leather foam, whatever. More foam all over the place. So just stuff that's come in that, they got back stock. This store is rad, man. So, yo, check these out. All this stuff, those over there were like do it yourself, but they got like the pre-made ones, man. And it's like legit. It's not like some fake stuff. It's like Vibram. It's like the same stuff that's on the boots that are at Cabela's and REI. You can just come up in here and buy a set. Big ass crazy ones. So for a shoe like this, these are so easy because you just sew through the side. They got this raised lip. It's almost like cheating. The only thing is with stuff like this, you're stuck with whatever foot pattern they want, and it's usually some squishy toed thing. So yeah, you can get all kinds of stuff. So with something like this flat, you can cut it to your size. This ain't a shoe tutorial. This is how I start when I come in this place. It's like a kid in a candy store. It's just like, and it's not that I want to make all this stuff. It's just it fascinates me how many different ways to create things there are and how much I don't know. Every time I come in here, it's like straight up getting schooled. I mean, these people, every time they open their mouth, they're dropping knowledge about something I didn't know. It's pretty cool. That's Penny. You'll meet her in a little bit. But I don't even know what a lot of this stuff is really, but all kinds of foot stuff. A lot of people that make shoes like old style, like real cordwainers, like that really do it. They come here. And then this stuff in the back, it's all like stuff that hasn't made out to the front yet. Just good stuff. I like coming back in here and just like when I get some time, just come back here and spend an hour just like rummaging through all this stuff and finding like some real deals, man. And learning about the different properties of like different leathers. Like, oh, well, if you're going to do this, then you want to make sure you have that kind of leather. Or if you're going to do this, then you need this, whatever. You know what I mean? It's fascinating to me. And, some people trip out on leather. Like, oh, well, look, first of all, I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat. Second of all, I'm a dog trainer. My respect for animals is like, is sincere to say the least. I'll just leave it at that. Animals are incredibly important to me. But the cool thing about leather, and trust me, when I got into this, I did my research. Leather is basically just like a byproduct of the meat industry. I mean, I don't know statistics or whatever. I really don't even care. But they kill like how many million cows a day in America so that people can eat hamburgers and stuff. And every single one of them has a hide on it. So basically, people that are against leather, just like look at the bigger picture. It's like all these cows are getting killed, right? And sheeps for veal and all these fancy dinners at like $1,000 restaurants. All these little animals and stuff. And it's either throw the skin away or actually make something beautiful with it. So I don't understand these people that like want to act like morally superior for not using leather products, when in reality, using leather products is like environmentally friendly. Would you rather all of this stuff be in a landfill right now or being used to create beautiful things? I mean, think about it. If you're against leather, there's still people out. Well, I'm in Eugene, man. A lot of people like to find a cause and then like put a lot of their energy into that, and that ain't the way to roll too much. I mean, yeah, stand up for what you believe in, but at least think about it first. I mean, come on, man. But anyway, these guys are solid. We'll take you around here and introduce you to this dude. If he's sitting at his desk, maybe. That's like the big boss's office, but that's what I'm saying about a place like this. Even the idea of like the big boss. I mean, he's cool. It ain't like some corporate thing where it's like you got board directors, and if you try and have a problem and call them up, they're just gonna give you the runaround. That ain't how it works. All right, let's talk to Penny. Hey, say hi.
Hi.
Is Bonham at lunch?
He is in the back
Okay,
working
I'll
right now.
find him. This is Penny. She taught me how to make shoes. I'm gonna show you her shoes. Yo, what's your name of your website for shoes?
Coolmox.com.
And what about your husband?
His is we're both together.
Cool
I'm the
Max?
coolest shoes and he's the mox, so it's
These guys know
coolmox.com.
what they're doing. They go to festivals and whatnot in the summertime, like they're teenagers still, and people place orders, and these guys make shoes all year long. But that's how good their shoes are. So I'm gonna show them to you. But Penny is awesome. Every time I
Oh,
come in here, if you ever call on the phone and talk to this lady, it's your lucky day because she's a sweetheart.
thank you.
Thanks, Penny.
You're welcome.
All right, let me show you her shoes real quick before I forget. She makes these awesome sandals. Check that out, man. The foot don't come with it, but I mean, she's got this dialed in from like, I mean, you will not find stuff like this in stores. You might be able to scour the internet and find, somebody that will do it, but these people will like wrap your actual whole leg with stuff and then measure that and then take that home and make your shoe like to your leg. Awesome. Old school, man. This is some stuff, just random stuff. Everybody here, well, Bonham and Penny really at this point are holding it down for now. And they are both like insanely skilled, like, just ridiculous. When I first started coming in here over 10 years ago, I didn't know anything. I didn't really know anything at all about leather. And I've done, my own research and stuff, but like at least half of what I know, at least, is from these guys. Every time I'll be looking at one piece of leather and be thinking it's what I want, and then, they'll be like, oh, well, you might want to think blah, 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 and then they'll give me like the real thing that I should have thought of initially. And that not only helps me save money, but it keeps my products like really solid because like I'm not relying on just my knowledge. Um, these guys are helping me out. Big ass scale. Let me find Bonham. He's busy. I'm on the search for Bonham. I hear him. He's over here. We'll find him. I think he's in the bathroom. Actually, I don't want to embarrass him. But yeah, man. Old school. They don't make stores like this no more. And they don't make people like this no more. Imagine going out today and trying to get a billing like this for a business like this. It's like, it's just another era. That's why I lose track of time when I come in here. Because it's like not connected to time. It's 2025 right now. And where I am standing right now, it doesn't feel like it's 2025. And that's just a little slice of what makes this place so special. They're actually playing the radio right now. I can hear it. It's a basketball game between Oregon State and somebody else. And it's being played at one of those casinos down in Vegas. Kind of a little coincidence. I can. Let's. I might have to stop filming and go find him. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to see how awesome this place is. I mean, just old school, man. Like old school. The level of craftsmanship that people used to appreciate and be willing to invest in, and people could build a whole career with a sense of pride in their workmanship without being like trying to be taken advantage of at every turn of the game by people who want to basically pay box store prices for like handcrafted items. That's a whole nother story. But not only can you buy cool leather in here, but you can buy all kinds of patterns and kits to show you how to make stuff. Alright, well, I'm gonna find him and let you say hi, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, this is Bonham. I found him. He's got one of the raddest names of anybody I know. Yo, this guy, without this guy, yo, forget it. Yo, say something.
What's up? I'm Bonham. Work at Oregon Leather Company. A pretty good, pretty cool little shindig here, basically. Got a bunch of craft items. Got a bunch of leather, a bunch of shoe findings. If you're ever trying to make your own, you know, project going where you're trying to make shoes or leather-related items, we got what you need. So.
And not just do they have the actual supplies, but they got the patience. Thanks, Bonham.
Yeah, totally.
He's the man. Get back to work.
Thanks, man.
But not only do they have the materials in stock, but they actually will take the time and talk with you on the phone, and just be real with you, man. Like they'll rack their brains to try and figure out what they can do to make what you're trying to make, and the amount of insight that you will get from just talking with these guys is pretty cool. There's a lot of good leather stores, man. This is not a commercial for these people. Like, dude, go to Weaver Leather, go to Hide House, go to anybody. I don't care, but I'm just saying, these guys are already as busy as they can stand. I'm just sharing this so that people that use my leashes can understand from start to finish. The whole process is like old school. I'm getting ready to buy these hooks, but I've seen if they have more in the back. But see, even the pens have flowers on them and a handmade leather. That's handmade leather wrapper just for the pens. Let me show you some of the cool handmade stuff they got at the register. Every little sign for every little thing they got around here has been like handmade. Just for the little magazines they have. It's like this handmade leather thing that's like so friggin' rad. And you know, where's some of your other stuff? Where's that thing Bonham made that I guess it's not here. But yeah, they got all kinds of crazy stuff, and if you ever need any advice on how to use stuff, they'll hook you up. So I think that's going to wrap it up for the Oregon Leather video. And thanks for watching. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm in here trying to get different dyes and experiment with different color patterns and seeing what I really am looking for. And instead of having to like go and pay, you know, 10, 12 bucks a bottle for all this dyes and hope for the best, you know, they just let me come in here and mess around. This is all their stuff, their leather, their dyes, their sponges. And they're just like, yeah, figure out what you need, man. And like nobody's bothering me. Like I've been over here for like whatever doing this and taking up all their workbench and stuff. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like not only do these guys have like the real deal product, like the real stuff, like the good hides. All these hides are tanned by like the old school tanneries. Like these are not like the garbage stuff coming over on the boat that's, you know, just being run through. This is like stuff that's done with skill all the way from the beginning. Like I put a lot of care and attention into my leashes and collars, and the people that tan these hides put a lot of care and attention into tanning these hides. So it starts at the very beginning, and you can feel it, man. Buy some leather sometime off one of these like online, you know, big ass box store places and just feel it in your hand. It feels fake, man. This is pig skin, and this is what goes in the bottom of the bottom of the shoe. It's real good for your foot to touch, and it absorbs moisture good. And talk about, and it's what footballs are made out of. But yeah, talk about a byproduct. I mean, pigskin, bro. It's like that Homer Simpson episode where Lisa was telling him that, bacon, ham, pork chops are all from the same animal. And he was like, oh, yeah, right, like the magic food animal. It's so funny. But yeah, in terms of like overstock of pigskins, they throw these things out by the millions. So it's nice when somebody will salvage it and then tan it and then actually create something beautiful and practical with it that's going to last so much longer than this garbage plastic stuff that they put in products that you go to the store and spend a fortune for. So I think I'm going to stick with this one. It was the Walnut Pro. I like that a lot. I was thinking about the Chocolate Pro. I was thinking chocolate would be darker than walnut, but the chocolate looks like lighter and the walnut looks darker. So this is the vibe I was going for. I had tried some straight black, and I don't really particularly like that. It looks too... There's like some life in this, I don't know if that makes any sense. This to me looks dead. It just looks too dead. I want the real deep dark tone, but with some life in it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Talk about if something could talk, like that expression, if these walls could talk. That's what I always think about these pads. These are like mats, so if you have to like punch holes or cut something, it's not going to wreck the tabletop, although that's seen its share of whatever. But you use mats like this so your table don't have to look like that. And see how underneath the table is a little cleaner. But if this thing could tell you all the projects that it's done, look at the scarring on these mats. You're looking at thousands and thousands of hours of handmade work that was made right on top of these mats. I'm from back east, and we used to go up in like the Liberty Bell and all these old brick old little places where literally like Thomas Jefferson was at and George Washington and all those people. And I think as a kid I just developed an appreciation for like things that are made to last. Like dude, I was going in these buildings that were still there, that were built like over 200 years ago, and they were fine. They were solid. And I think as a kid, it just instilled me with like a really deep appreciation, or not even appreciation, just expectation. Like, why would you do it any other way? If you can do it the right way, why would you do it wrong? Oh, wait, it cost me an extra like $20 on materials for doing it the right way, and I spend an extra 2 hours. It's going to take me 4 hours to make it instead of, 1, or not even 1. Well, to me, it's worth it. So, and the people that buy my stuff are the people that appreciate that. And the people that don't appreciate that are the people that say, why would I want to buy that? So, everybody just finds what you want. And I'm grateful to be in a position to make what I want instead of having to make what I don't want. I view it as a blessing, and I'm grateful for it every day. All right. Oregon Leather, Eugene, Oregon. Hit them up. I spent so much time in there that it was closed and I didn't even realize it. Basically, the whole Oregon State basketball game played while I was in there. So this is the hall right here. Got some shoe foam stuff and a bunch of leather stuff, dyes and whatnot. So good to go. Got some supplies.